update for you guys. I wanted to cover some of the current events. Obviously, right now we have a rocket hurtling towards Earth, and in the next few hours, we'll actually know possibly where it will hit. I also want to talk about a giant event that just happened that absolutely everyone should know about. Again, this was a cybersecurity attack that ended up shutting down a pipeline. Now, I'll just read this real quick, and I'm going to make sure that every single thing I say is going to be backed up, so you will have access to it at marfooglenews.com. You'll have all of the links. Again, if you're looking for that, go down below to the comments or the description. It says a U.S. energy company says a cyber attack forced it to temporarily halt all operations on a major pipeline that delivers roughly 45% of all fuel consumed on the East Coast. That is the entire East Coast of the United States had a pipeline shut down. It says Colonial Pipeline said that the attack took place on Friday, and it also affected some of its information technology systems. And it says the company transports gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, and home heating oil for refineries primarily located on the Gulf Coast through these pipelines running from Texas to New Jersey. So before I go any further, I just want people to realize this is exactly what we have said that was we were going to see all of this since we saw solar winds get into all 5 military branches. We saw solar winds get into the Pentagon. We saw, of course, local access of different systems. Like last year, we saw that Louisiana and I believe Florida and other places had their actual employment and HR centers hacked into. And back then we were asking, well, why would they do that? You're talking about hacking specific places to where they could actually make their own badges, make their own security clearances, and be able to go under the guise of, say, a maintenance guy for the state, and be able to go pretty much anywhere with that key card. That is the specific stuff that they accessed last year. So now I think that a lot of this is, possibly all tied together as far as what was happening over the last 2 years, all coming kind of together as we speak. Now, to shut down a major pipeline like this is absolutely giant. That is a huge hole in our security. The fact that we can shut down energy pipelines that actually supply our country with basically vital things. Just a few months ago, we reported on, and I'll have Dex link this as well, where somebody hacked into the water supply of a city and actually turned up one of the chemicals to the point where it was dangerous. Now, luckily, somebody physically saw it and stopped it in progress and ended up, well, that's what they said, right? And stopped that. But that is something that is all done cyber now. We are talking about cyber technology controls a lot of our infrastructure now. We're talking about, internet is actually backing a lot of our infrastructure now. Think of any of that going down at this point. It says on the pipeline, it says, quote, how long they'll be down depends on how far and wide this is, he said. So as far, we tried to look right before the taping of this video, and it was still shut down to our knowledge. It said the pipeline could be back up and running relatively quickly if only IT systems are affected, and Colonial was well prepared. It says, but if the network that directly controls pipeline functions is impacted, it could take days, they said. It said it would not be unreasonable for a longer term or a week or so of outages if it's impactful on the operations side. We just don't know that yet. So before I go on to the bombshell paper that just came out by the U.S. State Department, I just want to put it out there that you should not be scared that, people say that information like this is trying to fearmonger or something like that. I think that people need to realize that these are realistic things that happen. We're responsible adults. We should all realize that things like this will happen, and we need to be prepared for them. The best thing that you can do is have extra food and water, candles, and things like this. If anything else happens as far as, power outages or a cyber event happens to our grid, this is all something that they are actually preparing government buildings, bases, military personnel, of course. So they're all preparing for that. That means civilians should prepare too. Don't leave it up to somebody else to protect you. So on another end, we're going to link this, and people are not going to believe what is in this, and I've got to be extremely careful here. Basically, this paper that was accessed by the U.S. State Department essentially said that China was preparing for a WW3. This is upwards of 6 years ago in 2015, with a biological event. According to the dossier produced by the PLA in 2015 and uncovered by the U.S. State Department, it said that the core weapon for victory would be something bio. Now, would that explain? Well, yeah, it does explain why last year, before when this was all starting, that they actually did a full-scale war game on a simulation of them taking out kind of the bases up in the South China Sea, doing all of that, and then using Taiwan as then a kind of FOB or a forward operating base. So there's a lot of stuff here. Again, this is huge stuff that is coming out right now, and I don't think people are understanding exactly where this is going. Of course, it's buffering, of course. But I would say this. We're going to go deeper into detail on this, most likely over on DLive. Make sure to go to the website, marfooglenews.com, and check out how to get over there. But we're going to link all of the information. I highly, highly recommend you go down there. If you want to support our channel and protect yourself against cyber events, we have 2 affiliates that I think matter. NordVPN, go to marfooglenews.com/NordVPN, where you can get a virtual private network at a discount and help the channel. Or make sure to go check out EMP Shield. EMP Shield is actually currently contracted with several government agencies trying to help them protect their stuff. Again, I think that if they are trying to protect their stuff, then we should be too. Not only that, they are officially on the DEMSO team helping protect the Texas grid. So that's marfooglenews.com/EMP. Again, if you want to protect yourself against that, they have devices for your generator, your house, your solar system, everything. Again, that helps us and you get a discount. So it's a good deal all around. And thank you guys for supporting independent media here. There's not many people that are... we don't have any back. You guys are our backbone. So thank you on that. On the other note, the rocket that is expected to hit 4 hours before or 4 hours after 11 p.m. I don't know why it's before or after, but that's, again, the location is still unknown. So this rocket is coming down, and I doubt that it's going to hit anywhere where, you know, we will see, but who knows, we might be able to actually see it fly over. I don't know what this event is going to be like, but they're currently tracking it, and a lot of you civilians, of course, are tracking it as well. So let's actually look into it, and then we will follow it, and we'll try to show you any footage. Again, if you guys have footage, make sure to go to our website, marfooglenews.com, and go to play my video. If you have footage of this thing coming in, or any kind of crazy footage of the sky or anything going on right now, make sure to go to that tab, because you can actually submit the video, and we'll show it on our next show or at Unidentified on Fridays. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please share it out. And if you are not subscribed, make sure to press that button. It helps us out genuinely, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you, guys. Be safe. Be prepared. That should be the big message here. If anything was to go down, do you have enough to support your family? That's an easy thing to do. Don't be scared. Again, this is not, you know, this is... We just pay attention to every little thing that happens. And by the way, this shows you that anything could be taken down. If a major pipeline somebody can get in cyber, that means anything can happen. Look at Venezuela. Look at all these other places that had massive blackouts. Venezuela was one of the richest countries in the world. So don't kid yourself that it's, you know, some crazy place. And we could be the same way. Same with UK, same with Australia, same with all of these places. Thank you, guys. Love, be safe, be prepared, and Marf out.